illegal.
Yeah, he
You
said I
can't
was a
drink
racist
on the job.
because I told him you
Well-
can't drink White Claw while you're on the clock.
I mean, you can. We'll get in trouble.
Well, that's the thing. I've already
You
buried
can't.
it for him because he was my dude. But now he wants to be like, "Oh, you're a racist." Like, no, you're an alcoholic.
Welcome to the Backpost Podcast, powered by the 8-Bit Nation, bringing you everything you need to know in the competitive world of 8-Bit Nation League, Pixel, and Prism. And now your hosts, Shade, Bacon, Boomer, and Pitch.
What's up, losers? It's week 10. We're about to go over week 9 and some of the games we've had for week 10. They've sucked. Stay tuned for a wicked awesome interview as well. I'm very excited for the interview. New Jersey Turnpikes are hot, and I can't wait to hear about them. How you boys doing?
Pretty good. Sad things we're going to talk about. And more things. But we're here.
We are here. Boomer's working for Domino's.
Just listen and look at it.
FC Cincy. It's FC Cincy.
You guys watching right now, you got to look at it at a quick
Domino's.
glance. Does it not look like a Domino's logo? And then he just looks like he's ready to deliver a pizza.
Deliver
you
you
look
You got to
like
quick
you're
glance it.
Absolutely saucing some doughs, Bacon.
bacon?
It's
Bacon
too-
sauce in the dough.
I
Boomer's
just-
delivering.
listen, I just woke up. The brain is still unscrambling. We're working through it. The Chiefs won.
They did.
Unfortunately.
Go Eagles!
No, cry
No,
Eagles, cry.
we just agreed
Cry,
to
no,
go
no.
Chiefs.
Y'all agreed. Go Chiefs.
Cry Eagles, cry Eagles, cry.
I'm Team Barkley.
Your
Yeah.
son likes the Chiefs.
Why don't
You're
you
rooting for
be
them.
Team
And he
D-Hop?
is insufferable with his fanship.
Why not Team D?
Well, most bandwagon fans like Koa
Yes.
are.
So I just
Koa.
don't want to do
Like Koa. I know you just
Well-
call me a bandwagon.
You're right. You jumped on after the first Super Bowl. That's not a bandwagon.
Well, I've been going to games since Matt Castle was quarterback.
Oh, well, okay. I'll give you the non-bandwagon fan
Yep.
pass. All right. Congratulations.
That qualifies.
You win, man.
That was terrible.
All right. Let's dive into week 9. Boomer, you're starting it off. I know you don't like to look at the docket and take cues, so I'm just going to tell you straight up. Take it.
I was trying to figure out the RLCS thing. But anyway,
He was right.
I had it pulled up. First game is Falcons versus Fallen. Fallen taking them to game 5. That, in my opinion, is surprising.
That's a phenomenal series. I don't know if you guys watched that or not, but that was
Yeah.
a great series. Oh my god, it was so good.
Awesome. Absolutely.
Is
Amazing.
this the week I was dead for? I don't
Yep.
feel like I remember
Yeah.
any of this. Okay. Well, I didn't see this either, but I could have told you it happened. Warriors swept Illusion. A surprise. You know?
Yeah, this
Is
wasn't
disappointing.
really a great series. It wasn't a good showing by Illusion. Warriors just kind of did their job.
Better than us, though.
Once again, Smurfy, you let me down. I pick you for manager, and then you suck. So, yeah. That takes us to Bandits 3-2 over Havoc. There was also an amazing series that happened right after the Falcons and Fallen game, I think. So it was just like one right after the other. It was just bangers.
I tried so hard to tune into games when I get the alerts, but it lasted for like 2 seconds, and then I'd be like passed back out. So
Now, if you find yourself wanting to go back and watch, the Falcons Fallen and the Bandits Havoc series were phenomenal series from week 9.
this next one seems like it was phenomenal.
Yeah, you were.
Not for me. I played horrible.
No, but you were here for it.
I was
that's-
here.
Pharaohs Mudcats also went to 5. This was a reverse sweep for the Pharaohs, taking it 3-2. Shade played a couple games coming off of being sick, subbed him
It was
out,
not great.
and brought in
Hussein!
Bussin.
Boosting.
Rounded off 3 wins against the boy T-Mac. This was, yeah, I mean, Pixel put in a hell of a Week 9 showing. It's a good slate of games.
Except for this one. KC versus Monarchs getting swept. KC is
Who would ever get swept by the Monarchs? That's just
such a
silly.
weird team. I couldn't imagine.
That's just silly.
That's embarrassing, to be honest with you.
Dude, your head is glistening right now, Bacon.
It
You
is.
staring into the camera like that, dude. I was like, oh my god.
Oh.
looking at the doc, there's been a lot of
Um,
sweeps. Holy moly.
We had the Wave take on the Phantoms in Game 5. The Wave come out on top.
That was a good series. I saw that one.
Bad look for your boys, Boomer.
Yeah. Wait.
Well,
What?
that hurts your boys because of the playoffs because they're trying to make that snag that last spot and that one.
Yeah, I told Keeler to lock the fuck in. He
That's
just wants to see
not
my shirt
gonna
off,
happen.
so.
Straight up. They get eliminated from playoffs tonight. And we are recording this Friday, January 31st. They are getting
Depends on if
eliminated
Koa wakes up.
tonight.
Koa's gotta wake up and hit his shot.
Let's
Right back.
Jade's on the phone.
Oh, he's on the phone again.
That's fine.
Dude, have you guys
Yeah,
ever
yeah.
seen those?
Seen what?
The phone holder things? It's like
Oh
it goes on here and then it like sticks to your
Yeah.
no, mine had beer in it. You put them here and then you drink it.
Then we've got Shade. But yeah, that was a great series, Wave Phantoms. Koa, tell us about our next one.
Next one was Ospreys Rednecks. 3-0 sweep for the Ospreys. Not to many people's surprise, I don't think.
Not surprised at the result. Rednecks played okay in it. It's just Ospreys they're
He's
kind of
looked
the
good,
mountain
man.
in Prism right now, and yeah, it is what it is. And that brings us to the last game we had to report on for Week 9. Hurricanes Vikings ended in a sweep for the Hurricanes, which was massive at the time for them turning towards the playoffs. But yeah, that wrapped Week 9 and brings us to the games that we've had for Week 10 so far as of today.
I got so many messages from Lemon after that series.
Did you know?
Oh, Lemon.
It's
The
ridiculous.
person who just called me said that I called them, but y'all saw me. I didn't call them at 3:50.
Stop.
I don't know. I can't
Stop
see your hands at all
calling.
times. You could
Calling people.
have done
But
the
then-
calling.
It sounded like he said, I told him, like, hey, I didn't call you, my bad, and whatever. And it sounded like he said, okay, I love you, and hung up.
Oh,
I don't know
Did you know who it was?
I don't know who this number is, but that's sweet.
somebody,
Hey,
somebody
hey.
loves you, bro.
Got a boy toy.
My heart goes out to you.
Is that how you do that? I don't think that's right.
Boomer, why don't you kick off Week 10 for us?
Before we get banned, it might be okay now. I don't know. Fallen sweeping the Warriors.
They did it!
Now they didn't have their roster. I'll give the Warriors that. They did. They didn't have.
Subs in.
Yeah, they had Zoni for the whole game.
Gotta
But-
win with your roster.
In my opinion, Fallen is not a team that should be sweeping Unfo, regardless if Zoni's in or not. He's not that far off their
They
other
got the
third.
one. They clinched the 1 seed, right?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
So who cares?
Yeah, this was massive for Fallen.
That was big.
And it had other, kind of playoff implications. Made the path harder for a couple of teams that were currently in the bottom 4 at that time. So, yeah.
Bummer. There's another sweep that happened. Remember when I said it's embarrassing to get swept by the Monarchs?
Hold my beer.
Yeah. Luxor done it. It's pretty great. We played like poo, and we all felt that way. So
Yep. Shout out to Monarchs. They did not play like poo. They played their game very well.
Panda was a
They did
menace
not play like
demoing you guys.
Yep.
DC Panda is built different.
So that was, both those teams still being alive for it'll be the last playoff spot. New Mexico realistically has a handle on the 7th spot. This was impressive.
That
The,
takes us to
The trade who comment
Oh, shit.
by Shampoo was hilarious.
Man, fuck Shampoo.
Hey, no, not fuck Shampoo.
No, that pissed me off. Fuck him.
It was so great. You just left, and I was like, oh, he mentioned your trade, Bacon.
Yeah, no, fuck Shampoo. I love Shampoo, but fuck Shampoo. So
I loved it.
Prism or Shampoo wants to be in Prism so bad, but only has 4 wins on a season. Suck my dick.
Ooh.
You're not unfo, but I love you, and I traded you. Deal with it.
Ooh.
So
To be fair,
nope.
he was stuck with you and me. Okay, and then you traded him somewhere that didn't have a you or me. Okay,
Yep. I still stand.
you're sitting.
I'm not. Gonna
I
stand.
sit on.
I'm not
sit
gonna
on
physically
business.
stand. I'm tired.
I sit on business.
I sit
All
on
right, Koa. Continue.
It takes us to another sweep. The Ospreys 3-0 over Mafia. Once again, I think to not many people's surprise.
Yeah, no. They had just signed Streak, and I thought Streak played very well. Just hopping on with new people. But yeah, again, Ospreys of the Mountain.
Yeah, and I think it was LZ Streak and Gardens.
Yeah, fucking. Wait.
Or was it Mellow and Gardens?
No, it was Streak. Yeah, fuck.
Was
who
it
was it?
Streak Yak and Garden? Dude, I can't.
Yes,
it was,
it was Streak, Yak, and
I don't
fucking
remember.
Gardens.
Because
These
they've all been
EU
sleeping.
The EU people fucking oversleeping's pissing me off. Never ever drafting an EU person. Never will have an EU person on the roster. Ridiculous.
I learned that a
Absolutely.
while ago.
And I get it. That's I know the guys with Mafia are frustrated. It is what it is. I don't know. Blame the people that traded you there. That it is what it is.
True.
You wake
Big
up for
bad.
other shit. We see people in Discord all night, whether it's EU or NA. Like, get up for the games or don't. I don't know what to tell you. If you're going to do that shit here, you're gonna do it on a better roster. I don't know what to tell you. It's not setting a very good tone. So I don't know. We move forward.
Excuse me.
Black.
Sorry. It's Europe, Bacon. I thought it was me.
Damn it. Okay.
I was wondering if you guys were gonna notice.
I
Yeah,
was not. I
looking.
was looking at you. I was looking at the
I was
camera.
ready.
Phantoms Sentinels.
Phantoms.
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 Okay. Phantoms took the Sentinels 3-1. Was a little surprised by this result. But,
Good job, Phantoms.
Yeah, Phantoms
Yeah.
did it.
They're starting to cook.
Code and Sweezy cooked.
They're
Something
probably
doesn't
gonna
look
win it
right.
all.
This is the
Oh, no,
podcast where people
I-
just make bold statements.
Yeah.
I think
Just say things.
LeBron's gonna come in and win Prism League. That's what I think's gonna happen.
Oh.
It's gonna be LeBron.
Not
Every time.
Not Bronny.
No. Not that G League player. No.
He scored 5 points in a game last night.
Dude, I don't watch
Holy
basketball.
shit!
Yeah.
I don't fucking watch basketball.
I don't watch NBA basketball.
Fair. That's going to bring us into the Vikings sweeping the High Flyers. Look, it's just been a week of sweeps.
Except
Yeah.
for the ones that weren't sweeps.
That weren't sweeps.
Hopefully continued tomorrow.
Hopefully it continues tonight.
Only if it's beef doing the sweeping.
No.
The rednecks did a thing.
What'd they do?
They
did.
won. They won a series 3-1 over the Otakus. I knew they could do it. I
Okay, Ben.
Yeah.
picked them. Maybe.
This
My heart.
only hurt otakus, really, because Rednecks had already been eliminated from playoff contention. So they were just out to play spoiler, and they did it.
And
they did.
That loss,
Did it successfully.
yeah, that loss eliminated otakus from contention. So
Boomer and I picked them.
Mm-hmm.
good job, guys.
And Doggo, because you like to shit on my takes, you said the Otakus were going to make the playoffs, so fuck you.
Oh yeah, bad take, dog.
Yeah,
That's what they say
doggo.
in the
Yeah,
street.
doggo.
That's what they call you.
Yeah, Doggo.
Where can we see the stats from that game yet?
I mean,
Fuck
they're
yeah.
on ball chase.
Yeah,
Red
fuck
guy-
them on ball chasing,
I think
but
Red Guy had like 17 or 18 shots or something crazy.
Yeah, I heard him
Keep it up.
yapping about that last night. Sure, it happened. Good job, Red Guy.
You know what time it is?
What time is it?
The best time.
Koa's favorite part of the show.
This is, I think, the best part of the show. It's my segment of the show, which I already recorded. So
It is you this time?
Yes, it is me. I mean, it's always been me. It's never not been me.
Sound a little sus.
Pass
Pass Koa.
Cut back. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to your 8-bit Pixel and Prism Players of the Week. I'm Koa. Anyway, your Week 9 Offensive Player of the Week is Nerd Justin for his 8 goals, 1 assist. Your Defensive Player of the Week is Boomer for his 8 saves. Your Prism Offensive Player of the Week is 6-Volt for her 9 goals and 5 assists. And your Defensive Player is Mincy for his 9 saves. Yeah. I had to record this later because I'm an idiot and didn't record with audio the first time. So, yeah. Back to the desk. And we're back. Thank you, me, from 2 days ago.
That was the best one yet.
I think so, too. I think it was great.
I loved all the RGB and the fireworks. It was pretty cool.
And it was you. So, congratulations.
Oh, yeah, it was. I forgot. ADHD is a bitch.
Dude, that's funny.
Congratulations, Boomer.
Yep.
Now's the time where we get to hang out with the Dwarf Bard.
My favorite person?
And whoever, I don't know, one of us is interviewing him right now. Here it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, people of 8-Bit, listeners of the podcast, we are here with a very special guest today. We have the one and only, the voice of the Backpost podcast, the Dwarf Bard. Bard, how are we doing today?
Greetings and salutations. I'm fantastic, Bakan. How are you?
That is what we all needed. I'm good. We finally connected to knock this out here for the episode. We're coming down to the end here, Bard. Final week of the season. You're a special one because you're not playing or managing, but you're casting games, and you've been a part of this process, and you've done some IT work with Smurfy. So, being that you were very instrumental with us in the previous league, how do you feel Season 1 has gone thus far?
Honestly, I've seen a lot of insane stuff Season 1. I couldn't have been happier with how Season 1 has turned out. This is a new league. I mean, it's an old league, but it's a new league. And everyone expects a Season 1 to be just super, super bumpy and everything. And I'll be honest with you, the people that have showed up and showed out, operationally alone, just to make this happen, just out of the goodness of their hearts, just is insane. And to be honest with you, I would have expected any other league to absolutely just kind of crumble in this kind of environment, just right out of the bat. But this 8-Bit has showed up, and it's been solid.
Yeah,
it's been solid.
And something you said was proper. It's an old league, but a new league. We had a lot of the. We either had a lot of the structure, or we knew how we wanted it to be from previous experience. And yeah, we talk about it almost weekly at this point, how smooth everything's gone. I think we've only had 2 forfeits this season.
Yeah.
Technically. And it's 1 in each league. We've had every single game casted and streamed. I was just talking to Doggo about that the other day, because our YouTube houses everything, and it has every single game, even the games that have been cast on Couch's channel. It has every single game, and I think that's a huge accomplishment. And the fact that stats are upkept and up to date, have been updated pretty much weekly, if not weekly. I think Jay's deviated a few days depending on ball chasing, but
for shame.
But yeah, it's kind of crazy how smooth it's really gone from start to finish. The bumpy stuff was all before week 1. Once the game started, it's just, oh, well, okay. Streamers are claiming games, and here we are. Then it's just reminding people to schedule, and
Yeah.
it hasn't really been crazy. So
Settled right into it.
I do want to, I appreciate you very much still being a part of it because, you pretty much went into the old league with us at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you did casting over there. You played. So then coming back over here, you not wanting to play, really it is you taking time out of your day to just contribute for really no reason other than to just community.
Honestly, well, it's a vibe because like this is something I've always wanted to be a part of. It's a challenge because life gets in the way of literally everything, and that's just the nature of life. And I've got a lot of responsibilities both at work and at home. My work schedule tends to go wild all over the place, and I'm in IT, and IT is a reactive department by nature. So every day I don't typically know what's going on. Like I'll get up in the morning and I'll have messages waiting for me at 6 a.m. And I'm like, oh well, I mean I'm not there yet, but hang on a minute.
Right.
And I'm there even at 6 p.m. So
yeah, I've hated reaching out like when we needed a new recording for the podcast, when we added Boomer, and I mean nothing's official yet, but I may have to reach out about another new recording for reasons, whatever. But I hate reaching out about that, but then it's like, okay, you put, it's the same thing I've said about Doggo, like it's the passion that you put in. You want the product to be good, so it's only going to be as good as the effort that you put forth. And then that makes, us that are on the weekly want to work harder and make it worth everybody's time.
Sure.
And then, in that mentality, we had that when we're doing the podcast before, but now it's, even with the league, we see the time that everybody puts into it, so it makes ownership want everything to be perfect and these things. And then I think that's made some managers really step up their game in terms of scheduling and getting the coaching, getting the scrims. People are going to complain about scrims that sometimes they can't find one. Well, that is what it is. People have lives. We're talking about a video game. That you guys don't have to pay to play, and we're only requiring time. But all of that aside, Bard, we want to talk about the second overall team in some other league, the New Jersey Turnpikes.
So yeah, and listen, I understand where you're coming from because I feel like this was mostly like a clerical error and everything, and like I said, we kind of went out of this like I said, it was super like bump free, like hassle free, like we just kind of settled into the season and everything, and I know that managers and all the operations team and whatnot are busy people, and I don't fault anybody for kind of missing the paperwork, and I get it, I totally get it and everything, but like in spite of that, I've been managing the New Jersey Turnpikes now for 8-9 weeks, and we've been pushing hard, and I've been tracking the stats, and we're second overall in the league. And I feel like it just keeps getting missed. Like we don't really talk about it on the podcast that much, and everything. And I don't know we ever had a chance to get our games streamed. I think we always just had like the same time slot as most people. But like me, like my guys, like Toll Booth Bandit is my GC, right? Toll Booth Bandit he's like, this guy flip resets in his sleep and everything, but
sounds like he should be Prism.
Well, I mean, he kind of is, but like it's a clerical thing. Like it's paper. Like I don't know where the line is and everything, because it's really hard to say, because like I kind of like affect our stats personally, and I'm not sure like if it's like a bell curve and it's getting like pulled down or whatnot, but like. Sure. Like for instance, last week, like Toll Booth, man, he's like, he spent 98% of the game. I checked, 98% of the game was not on the ground.
Oh, wow.
This man drove on the ceiling exclusively and everything. Wild. Like the times he hit the ground were when he was driving on the ceiling and then fell off, right? Because that's just Toll Booth, man.
Sometimes gravity wins.
Well, and that, listen, no one's perfect. And that's okay. And listen, I told him after the game, I said, don't beat yourself up. I get it. Gravity's hard. I've been fighting it my entire life. And it's absolutely an understandable thing. But he's up there and he's just reading passes like Turnpike Terror. Like, we named our team after him, right? Because he's the one that got us all together. You know, we were all in Nam together, and he's that guy, man. He came out here and he's like, bro, like, for serious, bro. I don't know what he always calls us bro, but he said, bro, like, we need to form a team. I was like, I'm in a league, let's do it, and everything. He's like, yeah, we'll get all the band back together. We were also in a band in Nam.
Band in Nam.
Well, we didn't fight in Nam, but we played music in Nam. Well, we played music next door to Nam. We were in the ocean.
In the ocean. Okay.
We were in the ocean. We were in Aquadome. We actually did the music that plays in the background of Aquadome in next door to Nam.
I think maybe I think you guys can be seen if you fly around that stadium.
Yeah, actually, our band name was Eggheads, and everything. And there was a few hundred of us at the time, but we're the core group of that. We're the core four,
Okay.
if you will, of that. So yeah, no, I mean, it's like we've been brothers ever since we were born, and it's been a solid experience there. And I was like, bro, I agree, we gotta get this league going, and we should join that and kind of help fill out the roster, because I don't think we have enough teams. So we got in there. I filled to be fair, now that I'm thinking about it, I might have filed the paperwork late. And I think no one wrote. I think Doggo didn't write it down in the spreadsheet.
Classic Doggo.
That's, honestly, he's spending so much time making like all these insane graphics and stats and data, and just fully legitimizing our broadcasts up one side and down the other. Like, props to that guy. I cannot fault him for missing this. Like, so I really appreciate you giving me the opportunity to kind of bring awareness to what we're out here doing, because like I feel like it just doesn't get talked, and they deserve it. Tool Belt and Turnpike, they're out there, doing the real work. I mean, I'm there, but
Sure.
I'm more of a support character. Like, I'm a healer, right? I'm in the background, just I'm calming. Like, yeah, you get it,
Right.
and everything. But that's I think they deserve a pat on the back, because I mean, they're gonna go into, I'm pretty sure we're in playoffs just by default. So I'm very excited to see what happens in the finals when we show up and show out. So
I cannot wait for it. All that aside, that was a lot. Let's ingest that for a minute. Bard, season 2 is coming.
I heard.
Will we see the Dwarf Bard on the pitch for season 2?
That's a solid question, and I don't know.
And that's fair.
I don't know. So several people, and I'm gonna. There are two ways to take these statements. There's a good way and a bad way, and I'm going to choose the good way to take these statements. But several people have asked me, "Hey, man, is Bard gonna play in season 2? Because you'd make a real good sub." And I'm like, "Oh, buddy, you listen." Like, you just found my wheelhouse. That's where I sit, man. That's my...
Let's make a PSA right now. Don't recruit people like that.
You'd be a real good fourth person that we sort of play sometimes.
Lord.
But what's funny is it's multiple people have said the exact same thing. I'm like, I think people are being encouraging. Like, I think that's what they're trying to do. I'm like, all right, no, it's cool. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
Well, there's definitely opportunity.
We got playoffs to get through.
We do. But certain portions of the ownership, we have begun to look forward. Because we have a longer off season, but we've got things we want to do in that off season. So it's never too early to start thinking about season 2.
Absolutely.
How we want it formatted, what managers are going to stick, who's not. Are we going to allow team changes? These are questions I've been asked, and that you guys listening, that's the owners have talked about most of it. Some of it we're not bringing up until after season 1. We've tabled some things. We've got a little table channel in our Discord. of just owners, where that's where we house stuff, so we remember to come back. But Bard, if it's not, even if it's not as a player, there will be opportunity if you choose to want to manage. Or you want to keep being basically a freelance caster for us, just come and go as you please. Nothing wrong with that at all. You know, the stream team, it did not take off like I wanted it to. We started the season with like 5 people. We actually added 1 or 2 throughout the season, but it's still only been 3 people casting games. And you know, the lion's share is Doggo and Couch, and you've filled in every single gap that is presented, and you've also been proactive in claiming some games when you had the time and you wanted to cast the game. So I definitely appreciate that. You know, you've kept that going, helped to keep some of that workload off of Doggo and Couch, because they're also players. So you know, that's why we built the team of 5, and then it became 3 people doing things. And whatever. So, but no, I appreciate that. I appreciate you taking time to chat with us. Sorry we didn't get you on sooner. Even if you were just joking about your complaint, I was like, I want to get Bart in there. But
it's for the team. It's not for me. They deserve their time in the limelight. You know, the New Jersey Turnpikes are taking it all the way, and I don't think anyone can fight that logic.
This is true. And I'm just saying, we'll have to, you know, if everything lines up, we'll have to get the paperwork correct and get the New Jersey Turnpikes in the regular rotation. Here,
I'm just saying, if I choose to officially manage season 2, I'm going to officially request the team name, the New Jersey Turnpikes, and I defy anyone to say no.
Hey, as long as you can give us a non-copywritten logo or work with Boomer on that,
right?
We'll be chilling. Okay, Bard. Well, I appreciate you coming out. I'm gonna let you go so I can get to doing these things and get the stuff out and get back to the desk. Yeah.
Sounds good, my guy.
All right. We'll catch you later.
Adios.
And that was the interview. It was great. It was fantastic. New Jersey Turnpikes are second place, I believe is what he says.
They are second place.
So that's pretty dope. You know, pretty impressive. Bard hopefully coming back to the league next season. I'm gonna push for it.
Absolutely.
Turnpikes.
We're going to make it happen.
He needs to be more active. I love that man.
Although I've driven through New Jersey twice. It's an ugly state.
But they have turnpikes.
I don't agree with that.
It's an ugly state.
New Jersey is really pretty. It's just the part where everybody lives.
I think
the part
you're
where
about
everybody
the
lives.
only person who's ever said that. So
There's
He's
flowers
like, if
all
you
over
go
the
to
place.
the place where nobody is, beautiful.
if you go to the place where there's nothing, it's not bad.
New Jersey City is awful, but
Well,
if you actually go anywhere else in the state, it's very
What's
pretty.
that fucking city we drove past driving to Boston? What was that? It was like Newark, New Jersey, or something like that.
That's another huge,
Horribly
big, terrible
horrid,
city.
ugly, terrible.
Yeah.
And
I'm going to have to disagree with you pretty heavily there, Boomer.
Yeah.
If you're from New Jersey, I'm sorry. I don't mean it, but
I'm not sorry.
Oh,
You are
who
trash.
pronounce your R's next time, and we'll be okay.
Is it shampoo? That's from Jersey?
Oh no.
Oh, if it's shampoo,
It's either
from
shampoo or
Jersey, it's
Samu.
fine.
It's one of them.
Kilo.
It's not Samu.
Then
Samu's from
it's shampoo.
Kilo's from Jersey.
Oh, maybe it is. Maybe it is. No, Kilo's from
Sorry, I didn't mean that you
No.
were actually garbage.
Yeah, Kilo's
thought
not
Kilo's
from
from
Jersey.
Jersey.
No.
Kilo's
No.
from New York.
Yeah.
Which is the same thing.
Let's not start that argument. We've got standing.
I personally
have
would
football
say
teams
Jersey is
that play there.
superior, if we're being honest.
What are you
What's
saying?
You're making me take my shirt off on fucking stream, Kilo.
No, we're not. No.
Nobody's making you do that. You stood firm on something and lost.
You scrimmed a team. That was your fault.
I scrimmed him.
I spoke to Kilo today, and we actually figured out what happened.
Oh yeah.
So what
Sure,
they need?
Coached them up real good.
No. What they need to do is Dinks needs to play a little bit slower.
Mhm.
When they played against us, he was playing slower because he told me he wasn't giving a fuck. And Kilo was even like, yeah, he wasn't going fast because he was just sitting back and not pushing for the ball all the time. Which is what they need to fucking do.
So when you take your shirt off, is it gonna be like
Yeah, are you doing tassels,
you doing
pasties?
tassels? Can I write on you? Oh, he's doing.
We're going to get a combination.
Standings.
One tassel, one pasty. Standings updated through week 9. I thought I was going to hiccup, and I didn't. Okay.
God
Pixel.
bless you.
Thank you. Pixel standings as it's been for so long. The Warriors sitting on top at 9-0. We have a 3-way tie at 2 through 4 of Eclipse, Demons, and Falcons, all 7-2. The Bandits holding firm at 5th, 6-3. The Fallen are 4-5. They're at 6th. And like I said, this is through week 9. So
They have in fact risen.
They have risen. Going into week 10, the Pharaohs were 7th at 3-6. Havoc 3-6 at 8. Monarchs 3-6 at 9. We've got the Mudcats and Illusion both 2-7, holding down 10 and 11, and at the bottom, Foxtrotters 1-8. Over in Prism, we do still have 2 teams tied at 8-1, but Osprey's on top, and then the Hornets are second. Sentinels are third at 7-2. Vikings are fourth at 6-3. These 3 teams are all 5-4. We've got Wave at 5, Phantoms at 6, and High Flyers at 7. It's a nice little race there for seeding. The 8th spot going into this week was held by the Hurricanes at 4-5, and then the only other team that can catch them, Nightmare, are 9th at 3-6. All of that plays out tonight, so we will know the answer to that playoff spot potentially tonight.
So the Nightmares only won 3 games, and Boomer's like best team in the league.
Yeah.
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 Wild.
Yeah. So
I scrimmed him. I would know.
Be prepared to sit here and look at his nipples for an hour, because that we knew this was happening the second he said it.
I don't have to look over here if I don't
Like
want
it's not like he said, win the whole thing. They might not even make the playoffs.
They're not even gonna
They
make
still
playoffs.
have to make the playoffs.
That would be wild.
And if they make the playoffs, then they're playing Ospreys round 1. It's over.
That's rough.
He's going
That's
shirtless for an episode. It's just a matter of
For the draft.
How soon are we going to know that? Oh, for the draft. That's right.
Yeah, it's
changed
the
it.
draft.
For the fucking draft. That's like
You
3
better,
hours.
you better have a heater on downstairs. All right.
It'll be hot out when we do the draft. It'll be okay.
He complains about being.
We're gonna
cold
get
in the
his
summer.
under titty sweat during the draft. It's gonna be great.
With his pasty and his one pasty, one nipple tassel.
Exactly. But yes, like I said, Nightmares 3-6, holding down 9th. They can take a shot. Otakus are 10th at 2-7. Rednecks 11th at 1-8. Mafia 12th at 0-9. Like I said, none of those include any of the Week 10 results so far. But you guys know how it's going to play out. So, yeah, those are your standings.
Diving into the trades, signings, and stuff. There's only signings because trade deadline's gone. We had the little thing with Melo. He's suspended the rest of season for what looked like throwing. But I've talked to Melo. Great guy. He understands. He's accepting of what's happening, and he's going to come back next season ready better than ever. So look forward to that. But Mafia, in lieu of that, signed Streak to the Rasta. Yeah.
The Rasta.
Yeah, we've seen him in other places as Flixie or Fleshy or something. I don't know what the hell his name
I
is.
don't remember.
But no,
Is he the one who's on the main team? Or is that someone else I'm thinking of?
On
oh, like one of the 8-bit things? Yeah, he's
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, that's that one.
We had the Warriors frop Corvs and sign Nessie. I'm sorry, they dropped Corvs. Something happened there with Corvs?
I think it's just a scheduling thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I mean, obviously I know Nessie. I brought him into the league. He hasn't done anything either, so I don't really understand it. But
No, because Nessie was on a roster to start the season and was dropped due to no response.
Which
I'm gonna call bullshit on the scheduling thing. There's something else here. They played with Nessie once, and somebody played with Nessie and got their dick hard about it.
Yeah, well,
because
I said this when
I do the scheduling. We haven't had issues with Warriors getting their games in, so I'm calling bullshit. So respectfully, and we've all known Cores for quite some time. He makes it work.
Yeah, something
We used
else
to
is
play
happening.
with Coors when Coors had to drive and go to a fucking gaming center to play. So Coors
Damn.
always makes it work. Somebody played with Nessie and got their dick hard and decided they wanted him over Coors. That's what I think happened.
Hey.
Which is fine. You got to do you. Fill out your roster.
But it's good.
You know, watch the chemistry fuck up and that team get eliminated early. We'll see.
Nessie's
Or
he is
Unfo's
good.
gonna click with Nessie and they're gonna just run the playoffs.
Yeah, he is good. It's just like it was the question of is he gonna show up? Because honestly, like him and as a sub is a crazy steal. Like
Sure.
he's C3.
Oh yeah.
So like, yeah, it's crazy steal. But I mean, the question was he going to show up? And obviously, I think I saw him on in his Discord the other day, so he must be playing again.
Yeah.
So
Things have happened.
Sweet. We got Boomer's players to watch, but he is MIA. So in Pixel, he put down it's Nessie, new blood on the top team. We were just talking about that, so there's not really much more to dive into that. We just talked about him.
Show up.
And in Prism, he wants the nightmare on watch. Figure it out, or you're out. He says. So,
Well, yeah.
Nightmare, figure it out.
Cancun, here you come.
Cancun coming early.
That's poor of him to do. Because really, if they don't, because these are his week 11 players to watch. If they don't figure it out in week 10, they're out. That's what it is. So their week 11 game could be meaningless.
Or week 11.
Well,
or week 11.
Okay, but they have to beat you tonight or tomorrow, whenever it is.
They will not.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're going to be done.
Not.
Yeah, they're going to be done. And that's sad. Poor Kilo. But
Poor Kilo. Hey.
Yeah, Kilo homie.
Kilo
I
can
love
meet us in
Kilo.
Cancun early. So
Yeah, we're going. Was that a funny joke right after a loss? Just if anybody's wondering.
no.
I would have
People-
laughed, but I wasn't the one that lost. So.
Yeah, the people in the chat didn't find it as funny as I did.
But Defane didn't think that was comedic.
Nobody did.
No.
I thought it
Shade
was
said
funny.
it, and there was immediate silence.
Yeah, I thought it was funny, but awkward.
Your
Well-
comedic timing needs some work.
Apparently.
We can wait for a Boomer for a second. With the whole Mello thing, Shay, do we want to touch on that for a second? Not details to him specific, but just maybe why that
Just
happened. Like
why? Yeah. So we had him. He left a game and then came back, and he threw the game. He openly admitted it to me. Like I said, he was great through this whole process of trying to figure out what happened, why it happened. I respect him taking ownership over it. I just moved. That's crazy. But
yep, stop what you're doing, Boomer.
yeah, no, he was great with it. I respect him fully for it. But going forward, if you leave a game with time on the clock, we're gonna have to punish you. We don't want that. Play the games out. If you lose connection, like we did with Panda in our game, that happens. We'll get it figured out. Communicate that though.
Yep.
But if you're just leaving because you're raging, there's no room for that in the league. It's just not a thing.
Yep.
So
And that we're going to have kind of a blanket statement about that going into season 2. What you guys can, what we expect out of you. During the off season, we can talk about it, but you're not really going to be able to form an argument for leaving a game early. You're also not really going to be able to form an argument for throwing. You guys made it very clear when we were with you 3 how much you care about stats. Throwing for the sake of stats will be punishable, absolutely, and that is where this comes in. Teams work hard for things. You guys care about what you care about, and most of you end up caring about stats. So somebody's stats getting inflated because somebody's having a bad day and raging, throwing, we're not going to really go by that. So I've seen questions about why stats from that one game with Mello, the game was counted as a forfeit, so the stats were not counted. While we understand that's not necessarily fair to Sentinels, it's not their fault that happened.
right.
This is how it is.
But he did leave that game, so technically leaving that game like that, forfeit.
Yes.
So
Or
those goals after that wouldn't have counted.
yeah, it would either be a forfeit or a restart because he DC'd. So
Right.
he clearly didn't DC. That is what it is. But just expect more communication about that as we get towards season 2.
We did have other people leave early. They did not receive punishment because they did not throw. It was just a forfeit, and we moved on. And it was the last game of the series. The biggest part of what happened was the throwing. That just takes away from everything. We don't want leaving games early either, and that's why we said going forward that will be punishable.
Absolutely.
So.
But you guys will get more about that in the off season as we get towards season 2. We'll have a blanket statement about it, just something you guys can go back on and know it's expected out of you. So yeah, thank you for that.
To many beautiful beaches, boardwalks, mountains, lakes, waterfalls, museums, and historical areas.
Nobody cares about New Jersey.
Everybody lies.
I was googling that entire time. That's why I was going.
You were.
That's a really bad.
You need to
reason
learn
be
how to
gone.
Google.
I'm back.
Well, we did your players of the week and stuff, and decided that your nightmares one should probably be changed because apparently they're going to be out before that matters.
Yeah, they're gonna be.
Yeah, these are your week 11 players to watch.
Yeah, but we're talking about it right now, so should have done it last week. That's fine.
Yeah, they should have been your players to watch last week. But
Well, I was hoping
they're out.
do
You're
something,
getting
you know?
nipples for the draft, so happy days.
Nipple draft. Let's go.
Nipple boomer nipples.
We're going to go into the podcast prediction section. As it stands, 75-33 Bacon, 70-38 Shade, 53-55 Boomer, 25-23 Koa. Finally, not just even.
Yeah.
Good job.
At least I'm not negative.
That's true.
Yeah.
All you've had to do is show up to not be negative.
At least I'm not negative.
Yeah, pitch is 39 and 69 at the moment, but we don't have a picks for this week or last week. So, pitch, hit us back.
Milk
Going
cartons, they're already out. The milk cartons, they're already on shelves near you.
Yep,
Let us
go to
know.
your local Kroger, Wawa, Jollibee,
Kroger,
Piggly Wiggly.
Piggly Wiggly. Yeah.
Aldi's. That's a Nebraskan thing. Aldi's.
Fred's.
We have an
Aldi's.
Yeah,
All these
Fred's.
are
Have all these
worldwide, dog.
I don't know.
Your Big Lots. No, not Big Lots. That was stupid.
Yeah, they're out of business.
Bakers.
Yeah,
Gonna get
wherever
some
you
food
get
from
milk, you should see Pitch's face on the cartons. So.
Speedway.
Or bags, Canada.
Oh yeah, did we get them on the bags?
I got them on the bags.
Hey, let's go, Shade.
I got one for a goat in Saudi Arabia, so.
Hey, let's go. Goat print. Monarchs vs. Illusion. Not a full panel sweep here due to Koa taking Illusion. The rest of us on Monarchs. Koa,
Upset.
why?
It's an upset. You know what? Smurfy's gonna pull one out of his butt. Magic and rainbows. Because
Out of Magic and Rainbows.
Is it an
He killed
upset
quite-
that they're separated by?
killed the
like,
left arm.
Not
one
really. Not really. But you know
I
what?
think
It's
this series
like,
could be good.
you gotta end on a high note, Smurfy. You gotta end on a high note. And I know I said that I picked you for manager of the week and then you shit the bed and I was overpicking you. But you know what, Smurfy? You brought me back in the last 10 minutes.
As a team, Luxor wants what to happen.
Monarchs.
Okay, I picked the right team.
Out of all the bottom teams, these two teams have us on tiebreaker, but Monarchs are already ahead of us. Our goal
Okay.
now is we want Havoc to stay with us or below, and we need Illusion to stay below. So
All right.
What are the odds that happens?
Fuck it up, Smurfy.
unlikely, because that's because of a game we're going to talk about at the end of Pixel predictions here. That's why.
Ah,
Yeah.
No,
But you
it's
never
the
know.
easy
never
sweep.
know. It's not over until the fat boomer sings.
Whoa.
The fuck?
We got Falcons versus Demons. Clean sweep. We're picking the Demons.
Which is
Falcons,
crazy. This is
sorry.
like 3 versus 4 in week 11. Absolutely.
Picking with my
wild.
gut, bro.
But yeah, it's demons.
Just picking with my gut.
I mean, we got another sweep for the Warriors here. They're going against the Mudcats. Pretty obvious pick.
You know what?
Oh,
Oh.
here we go.
Oh yeah.
He must have scrimmed them. He changed it to the Mudcats.
The anonymous
We did
minion.
scrim 'em. We did
Look
scrim
at
'em.
him go.
He
Shocker,
called
Boomer.
it.
But that's not why. It's just new roster.
He's got that scrim buff, bro. He's got that skin,
Yep.
that scrim buff.
I just
Like
wanted to
skinny
have. I wanted to.
scrim
I'm here for the. I'm here for the.
Oh yeah, Boomer Chaos. This is chaos.
I need him. I need them to lose 2 more games. So
We got Pharaoh's gonna sweep the Eclipse, but it's not a sweep here on the panel. We got 2-2. I went with Luxor because Boomer can't beat us when it counts. All right, it just can't happen.
I also went with Luxor because I always pick against Boomer.
I knew Shade was going to pick Luxor against Eclipse, so somebody had to pick against their own team, and I fell on that sword by picking Eclipse.
Gonna throw it like you did last week. I see. Bandits versus Fallen. We all took the Bandits. Fallen are gonna fall.
Yeah, maybe.
Bandits too much.
I think
I mean,
Bandits.
they did just be Warriors. So
Bandits
Yeah,
finding the shrine.
Not full roster.
Looking good.
We got the Havoc versus Foxtrotters. Almost a full sweep here as well for the Havoc, but I took Koa's JV team and the Foxtrotters. They're getting their second win. It's going to be glorious.
I
And it's
picked
going to
Havoc.
help us.
I need to find a way to not only ground Liam, but I need to ground one of his teammates as well.
Just steal the computer cord, and then you gotta just unplug the internet.
Well, that's fine. I can take Liam out of the equation, but he still has 3 other teammates.
All right, you gotta figure out how to DOS people.
Oh man.
You gotta
can
figure
do
it out, and you gotta DOS.
Gamer?
Yeah.
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 Okay. All right. Well, Gamer, definitely click a link that I send you later. So,
It's not suspicious at all, I swear.
not at all. It's my
Moving on
crispy bacon Gamer. I'm gonna send you. A link.
To Prism with the Hurricanes versus the Phantoms. It's a split panel here. I'm taking the Hurricanes
I also did.
along with my guy Boomer. Why did you guys pick the wrong team?
I don't want the Hurricanes to see success.
Damn.
Why?
That's pretty much why I picked them too.
11.
Is the Kaza leaving yet?
No.
No, Akaza's
Them.
staying because they beat the Vikings. Is what I
He was
heard.
gonna leave.
Insider.
He got a new job. It's very difficult for him to figure out game time, working a lot of hours, and he works kind of far away from his setup. So yeah, it's
As a person who was working 85 hours and playing in a league, I don't want to hear it.
Sure.
And did
but,
you hate your life the entire time?
No,
That's
I hate
so
my
much
life a
cap.
lot.
no, I love my life. Life is great.
No, you hated that. Working
No.
85 hours a weekend playing in league. You
No,
hated
the part I hated was working 85 hours and then coaching football right after I got off work and then having to come home. That's the part I hated.
Well, so you hated it. It sucked.
No, I didn't hate the work and play. I hated having to coach in there as well.
So he hates coaching. Got it.
So he hates coaching. And guess what he's still doing?
Yeah.
Coaching.
Still coaching. Anyway, the Wave versus High Flyers. Almost a sweep, but Bacon stops it for the High Flyers. Why'd you pick the Wave? You looked like you were confused why you picked the Wave there.
No, I don't like when Boomer just types random shit on there.
Where?
I don't know how that's not game of the week.
I don't give a shit.
It's a huge game.
I understand that. I've put Sentinels as game of the week a bunch. I put Ospreys as game of the week a bunch. I went for something different. They're both already in the
I
playoffs.
also-
Nobody gives a shit about that game. They're both
I also
already
don't
in.
think I said anything about
I
Game of the
do.
Week.
Yeah.
I give a shit about that game.
Well,
Yeah, but no one gives a
that's-
shit.
Exactly.
I give a shit.
I went with Wave just cause I like watching that team play. I think they
just
can.
'cause.
I think they can stand with
That's
most
great.
lineups in Prism, and I think they're going to
Who
do
did
enough
it?
to take High Flyers.
Who did it?
So
Who did that?
who did what?
That's awful. Bacon's not blue.
He's not color coded.
No, I hate
It
it.
changed when he backspaced the game of the
Yeah,
week, I
it did.
think.
We got the Sentinels and Osprey going at it. Boomer thinks it should be a game of the week, but nobody cares about that game, so we didn't make it that.
We didn't make it.
We got a split though.
We
I went with Sentinels.
We got to make something for before these games so they know which one's going to be game of the week. Because every time I talk about it, they're like, "Oh, I didn't even know we were game of the week."
All they
Yeah,
have to
make
do
it-
is
make it
listen
more
to the
enticing.
podcast.
Well,
That's
I
true.
wanted. We recorded a thing, and Bacon was supposed to splice it together. We had Koala and a bunch of other people in on it, and it was going to be played for the game of the weeks.
It's true.
But it wasn't.
Bacon hates the league, is what I'm trying to say.
I don't. That recording completely fucked
Oh.
things for me.
And did it?
Yeah. So we'll
Hmm.
have to revisit. Good idea. But yeah, I'm picking against Doggo because I don't do it that often, but I think the Ospreys are too much. Like, we just watched that Sentinels team
Lose to Phantoms.
have a not great showing against Phantoms.
Yeah.
If they bring that energy or even just a little bit more, they're still going to lose to Ospreys. They've really got to have
Oh.
a game. What is Boomer doing?
I don't
You
know.
being Boomer.
He went silent and went.
He's doing Boomer things.
So
Can you do that
I've
again?
moved again.
All right.
I lost where we are, but I think it's Nightmare versus Rednecks or Rednecks versus Nightmare, depending on how you want to read that. It is a sweep for the Nightmare.
It is a sweep for the Nightmare, which is
Uh,
surprising.
Not really. That game's eliminated versus what will be eliminated at the time
Which will
of that
be
game.
eliminated, but
It is what it is. So
Nobody's gonna
honestly,
care about
honestly,
that game when it
Rednecks will
happens.
probably win that game because of that.
Why? Because Kilo and Beef want to be at the bottom of the Pacific Ocean by then, or
A number of like their interests
They'll be on
will
the
go
beach.
down once they're eliminated tonight.
In Cancun
So yeah, they'll be in
They'll be-
Cancun.
with Luxor,
Yeah.
planning to fly together. It's gonna be great. We got Otakus versus Mafia. I'm very confused why anyone would pick Mafia. They don't know how to win. I went with
They're-
Otakus.
Okay,
don't stay winless.
Otaku's barely know how to win. Mafia's gonna finish the season with a win. That's
Who's going to be on the team? Do we have insider information already, or no?
Yes, I asked beforehand.
I don't think I'm going to use Yak. That's all I
Can
know
I-
as of right now.
Can I ask for you to play somebody?
I already know who you're gonna say, and they're second on my list.
Okay,
Who?
He's gonna say Nerd Justin.
I was going to say Nerd Justice.
If I pull from Pixel, I'm going Nerd Justin. If I can make the schedule work.
I was going to.
I've got to schedule with the team first and then go elsewhere. So, but we'll see. I'm gonna break up the EU duo and go with somebody else for week 11.
I want to see him. So
Sure.
That's why I've been asking for it for a couple weeks now.
You have, and it just
Mafia taking requests.
Well,
You heard it
you know,
here.
he's been cooking, bro. I just want to see what he does in,
Against
You
his
know,
own kind.
in a Prism lobby. I want to see what happens. So.
So yeah, I'll let you know. I'm stuck between a PFA in Prism and
Mhm.
Nerd Justin. So
Okay.
I wanna see both of them, and I only have 1 week to do it. So.
Sorry.
I want to get picture players time.
So if LZ oversleeps, well then it'll happen, both of them. But we'll see. So yeah, but Mafia's.
We got
gonna get it done.
Vikings versus Hornets. It's a split here. Bacon and I taking those Vikings over those lame ass Hornets. Gonna be honest, I didn't pay attention when I was making this pick.
Well, I
That'd be
did.
a really good game.
I did, and I'm anticipating
can- You can switch it back. Good news, Jay. You can.
You
switch
can, yeah. Boomer's made a switch during this. He's not gonna. Don't do it.
Oh,
Don't do it.
it's highlighted.
Don't do it. He ain't gonna do it. Oh, he's gonna do it. Or sucks. Ha! Get fucked. I think we're gonna have a small letdown game for Houston leading into the playoffs. It's small because Vikings are a very good team. I think they're gonna get the edge on them in the final week. That's all.
I'll show you an edge.
I changed
bet
it.
you
I
will.
forgot it was Hornets and Coas, so it is changed.
That's
Oh,
fine. I'll
you
stand
left it.
alone with Vikings. So
Got to pick the homie.
That a boy.
So
I picked
That's,
you. So hey,
yeah, I mean, hey, we both make mistakes.
You guys are cute.
Boomer, do you have anything that you'd like to show us? Remember when you were going to give a graphic or something and you didn't?
Did you do the graphic?
What graphic?
What graphic?
What graphic? Hold on. What graphic? What are you talking about?
A couple weeks ago,
Yeah,
you were supposed to make a graphic for bacon for something,
Yeah, for your
and then you didn't.
wall team.
Oh.
and then
It
you
was
don't-
last
yeah.
week specific.
I sent you some of them. I just didn't get a chance to do the other ones because I was working on the logo. I literally worked on that logo almost every day.
You sent me nothing for last week's episode.
It was the week before I sent you the
No,
purple
you
and
were
blue one.
also supposed to send something last week.
Yeah, I know. I was working. I just said I was working on the logo every day.
I know. You said
That's the
I sent
graphic
you
you're
some
getting.
things. No.
But Boomer's got to talk about decals and graphics and stuff.
Well,
For this
RLCS, I don't have much. RLCS, they're not streaming Fridays anymore. It is EU tomorrow, but none of the first day was streamed unless it was a team stream. So I haven't even got a chance to look at the bracket yet. So I know nothing. Probably Casey on top again. And then just the announcement. I put it in general chat. We have decals.
Yeah, you should probably make a decal channel and put it in there.
I will. I'm gonna make the Fennec tonight, but the Octane official is done.
And a ball is coming.
Probably. I will try. The ball is a lot. It is a lot.
Will it say progressive on it?
No. It could say viral.
Not a sponsor.
It could get that sponsorship.
Not a sponsor.
Imagine a white, black, and purple ball that says viral on it. That'd be super cool.
It says for the nation.
But Octane's done.
Also, main color's teal, so.
Working on Fennec. I'm never, ever, ever, ever making a Dominus GT11. Don't ever ask me that again.
What about just a normal Dominus?
And then the other one is I made dark mode decals. That one I do have. I have Fennec and Octane for that. So
What about just a normal Dominus?
maybe.
You gotta support the non.
I've made it before.
You gotta
It's just-
support the freestylers, okay?
the template is annoying. Is the problem. The Fennec is probably worse, but everybody uses Fennec, so I made it.
I ain't. That's my baby boo car right there.
The-
My
the-
body.
It's a dumb one, but people like it.
Shut the hell up, you Jacksonville
I
fan.
mean, look at it.
Shut the hell
What'd
up.
you call me?
Oh, yeah,
I called
he's-
you a
he is
Jacksonville
always-
Jags fan, and you suck.
Dude.
He has always hated the
Duval.
Yeah.
That's for you, Unfo.
Hey, his other one, his second one was much better. The one that got him on the field.
His very first one was fantastic. Before they went live with things, he did a selfie
Oh.
Duval. It was fantastic.
Okay, I saw that one too.
So, yeah. He just got a little spicy.
He did.
So, very punchable coach. Love him. Can't wait to win games with him.
Very punchable coach.
Very.
He looks like it's Linux's brother, I believe. So, Linux.
Lennox, go stalk your brother.
Liam
for me.
Cohen, Lennox's brother.
But yeah, that's all we got then.
I
Thanks
already
for
sent the
listening.
graphic.
Oh yeah,
Quick
Boomer. He already sent the graphic. Look at Boomer go.
Oh
Boomer's
my
done it.
god, we cooked.
Now, if only Bacon could update the logos he puts before and after the show to the new logo for Backpost Podcast, not the old stuff.
Been wondering about that.
If only. If only. Look at him. He's mad that I said anything.
I'm not. But the new one.
The new logo
The new one's
looks
meh.
so clean.
Yeah.
It looks so clean.
Yeah.
Hater.
I don't even know where I have it sent at. Oh, there it is.
We have it in our background list area.
It'll be on the thing this time. The thing. It'll be
I
there.
think do what you
You've
want,
seen it.
Bacon. Do
No,
what you
no,
want.
it's not what I want. It's what we want, and it'll be there because that's what we want.
I want what you want. So
I
you do what you
commissioned
want.
And I
Boomer
want
to
what
make
Shade
this
wants,
logo.
so you win.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yay.
Fucking yeah.
God.
God, now I have to censor shit. Koa,
No, you
fuck.
don't. No, you don't.
What is happening?
Why are we streaming?
What is
Stop.
happening? I will hit the button. It's the Backpost logo. It's beautiful. Look at it. We might need to send that to Bacon because I don't think I sent him that.
I already did.
Oh, what a guy.
Mm.
He just hates it.
Yeah, I've had that. So
I need to make that into a background. Send that to me again so I can make that a background for back
you
here.
have it. It's in the logos thing.
I'm really good
in
at
the
sending
owner's
graphics.
Discord.
I'll send it to you, Shay. Don't worry.
I'm saying it's in the owner's Discord.
Is it the black one? It is.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, but Boomer sent it to me because he's a pal. We were supposed to say goodbye. I don't think you guys say goodbye.
We don't, and then Boomer fucked up the entire recording by
Hell
sharing it.
yes, do it again.
Which
Everybody
doesn't
stream your screens.
No, that was terrible. It doesn't.
it.
All it does is fuck it up. It doesn't even show it if I don't. If I don't click on watch stream, it doesn't
Look
even
at it.
show it.
Look at it.
Should have clicked it.
Hey guys, what a fucking scuffed ass episode of the podcast. Hey!
It only popped one of you into the box if you all went live. It was just Boomer. Who left? Shade left.
That was the wrong button.
Shade fucked so hard.
I was trying to stop streaming. I just left time. Love you,
Everything's
bye-bye.
broken. Bye.
Thank you again for tuning into the Backpost Podcast, powered by the 8-Bit Nation. Be sure to stay active in the Discord and follow the Twitch channel at 8N Gaming so you don't miss any of the fast-paced, epic Pixel and Prism League content. Well, that's it for now. May your aerials be flawless and your saves legendary.